I think I mentioned last week that I was interested in trying this, starting this. So here we are. I considered playing some fighters, but I wasn't really in the mood to deal with randos. Parody mode. So to preface real quick, I've been a fan of the Dot Hack series for a long time. Dot Hack Sign was one of the first anime I remember being exposed to. Thanks to like sci-fi back at the time when I was still a little too young to really understand what was going on with it. But it caught my interest there. And by the time middle school rolled around, I had started playing the game, the first quartet of games. I have the Legend of Twilight manga I was a big fan of. It was actually, at one point, a fairly big influence on my own art style drawing-wise. And then the GU games came out, and I never played them. My brother got them. He played, I don't know how much of them, but I think he played at least one, maybe two of the games, maybe all three of them. But for some reason, I never took my own turn with those. So I have never played the games that this is a remaster of. So I am going into this blind. Mostly blind, I would say. Partially because I have seen the Dot Hack Roots anime, even though that was a long time ago. So I recognize some of the names at best, and a little bit, from what I remember, a little bit of the setup, because I know that the Roots is a prequel story to these. But anyway, it'll be my first actual Dot Hack game in over 10 years, probably. So it'll be fun. Let me mute some of these servers. And yeah, let me go back and try replaying the original games at some point, because I don't think I ever actually finished Quarantine, the last one. Was that the last one? I know I was on the fourth game. It was what? Infection, Outbreak, Mutation, and then Quarantine. I might be mixing up the middle too, though. Mutation, Outbreak, okay. Yeah, and like, it was never perfect, but I thought, I always found the multimedia aspect of the storytelling to be fascinating. The fact that the manga, the game, the anime, they were all allegedly supposed to be building into a bigger, to provide the media consumers with a bigger picture of the world and what was going on with it. And I had always looked forward to finally finding out whatever big reveal they had planned, and I'm not sure I ever got to it. I don't know if it's at the end of Quarantine, if there was something at the end of Quarantine that was kind of like that, or if it continues on with GU stuff. I don't know if GU has any additional insights to story to tell about the world. I know this is the world version of the world that these games take place in is a like a second or third reboot of the game itself in the universe. So it's not the same game that Kite was playing. Even the characters in Legend of Twilight were in a different version than what Kite was playing. And that story was certainly a more lighthearted one, but I felt it at the time. I thought it still had something to say about the world as a whole. Now I kind of want to go back and reread them. And Legend of Twilight got an anime as well that I would be surprised if I had never watched, but actually I think I might own some of it. I don't know if I have all of it though. But this is certainly putting me in the mood to go back and explore them some more. There was even at least one light novel, probably several. I only have one that got translated. Yeah, Twilight definitely had a more lighthearted tone to it, and I don't know. I liked it for what it was, I guess. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't know if that install thing in the top right is actually... Can I actually start this? Or is that install thing going to actually... cheat mode? Nah. I don't know if John's coming or not, but I gotta turn this up a little bit so that I can hear it. Let me know if my mic's picking up any echo or anything. Don't remember seeing any options menus, so I have to see if there's anything in there when I actually get control. I remember in the first games you got to name Kite's character, and I certainly took it as an opportunity to self-insert on that character. These were originally PS2 games, if I recall.
Whoa, this is cool.
The scale up's only going to be able to do so much.
Hey! Hey, you! You, the adept rogue! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! So, I take it this is your first time playing this game.
Man, no lip flaps.
I just finished installing it to my PC.
Well, if you wish, we will be honored to show you around.
Huh?
It's a trap.
I am sure you would like to become well acquainted as soon as possible.
Just say yes and come along with us. I promise you won't regret it.
I instantly regret it.
All right, it is decided then. Here, I'll hand you my member address.
Yoten.
Member
Asta.
addresses are short email addresses that you can only use in the world. Short mail allows you to instantly send and receive messages from any player online in the world.
Oh man, the
You can
dialogue
only invite
breaks.
people that you have member addresses for to join into your party.
All right, so let's open the menu.
This is a list of all the people who have a member address.
Okay, let's have some fun.
I am honored to lend you my sword.
Okay, great. Now your party is complete.
Yoten doesn't look sinister
Remember,
at all.
You can only invite people logged into the world.
Enough with the formalities. Should we go on to your first adventure?
You can slow run. Did want to. Oh, that's not the customized I was thinking it would be. I mean, at the speed that you go, it might as well have just kept with the walk animation. Okay, there we go, thanks. Not very much to go off of, huh? There's no, huh. Alright. Thinking there might be a language option, and then there might be a subtitles option. Wonder if that might actually have been at the title screen. That's okay. I'm alright with the dub voices for now. So, MMOs by nature don't actually have save spots or save stations. So I'm curious if this were an actual MMO, if this step would just be forgone entirely, or if there was some other function that could be applied to. I remember trading. I got nothing. You got nothing too. What is this? Kiosk?
Start our adventure.
Oh, is he actually saying noob non-condescendingly, or? They might be. I don't remember, yeah.
This is a transporter called the Chaos Gate. Players can use this to travel from the root town to other locations.
I wonder if they probably should have instead just allowed the player to save from their menu and in a hometown or in any of the root towns, rather than have an actual save station or save spot. It would be more or less the same functionally and wouldn't kind of risk breaking that immersion.
Choose Warp Menu. In the world, all locations except for root towns, fields, and dungeons are called areas.
Wait, not fields, not dungeons. What else is there? Not root towns?
You can warp to these areas by combining 3 words at the Chaos Gate.
Ah.
These words determine the type of area, monster strength, and so on. Alright, let's try out the word selection. Choose area word from the menu.
Give me that hidden, forbidden, holy ground.
The thing at the top is the word plate. You combine the 3 words in here to create the area you want to go. The gyro at the left of the screen shows your current stock of words. You can get more words by getting information from other players, emails, and forums.
This is another part that's a little skeptical as far as design for an actual MMO might be. Like, it's neat to be able to seed your own randomizations, but at the same time, how would that work with the MMO aspect? And how would you input them? Would they actually could you just actually type out any words you want? Does it have to be a word, or does it have to be, can it be any string of letters?
Okay, why don't you give it a try? Let's start with the first word. Choose courageous from your stock.
I have no option other than to be courageous.
Okay, now you can go to your first area. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. See the mark left of the area word? That's a server symbol. It indicates the server you're currently in. Right now, it's showing triangle for Delta. So, as you can see,
it's showing Delta for Delta.
Delta server.
If it's a different server, you'll go to another area even with the same area word. Pay attention to the server symbol when invited to an area by a friend.
If you want to know more, just check out some of the forums. All right, then we're off to Delta Courageous Engaging Daydream.
Also, how did they know what words were in my word bank?
So, we've all been transported to a field.
Open your map to take a look at the layout.
They should let me just do that prompt right from the menu, or right from the cutscene. We get the full area right off the bat.
Position, mission info, and any other information you may need.
That selective voice acting.
This is our mission. Missions are basically, well, I guess they're sort of like our objective for the area. It looks like this is a collection mission.
We must collect 3 symbol fragments and make our way to the Beast Temple.
The symbol fragments are in treasure chests found on the altars. The altars are protected by monsters, so the only options are to open the treasure without being seen.
Yeah.
Or defeat the monsters first, then open the treasure.
These are the altar icons. I suggest we first head to each of these icons and open the treasure chests.
Now, this is the icon for the Beast Temple, which is our final destination.
Okay, now that we've confirmed what our mission is, let's be on our way.
No items, Fox only.
Wait up, Asta. You forgot one more thing.
Which you can use once in the area.
Okay, this time let's really.
Does that mean I
get
can
going.
actually only use it once, or I can use it as many times as I want, as long as I'm in the area? Okay. That's
Nice. We found an altar already.
a slow run. Oh, I just have to get close enough.
Once the battle begins, the battle area spreads out like this. The battle area is surrounded by the battle fence, so it's virtually impossible for anyone to escape.
Virtually or actually impossible?
The only way to escape from a battle
I suppose in
is with an
the
item
virtual
called a
world,
smoke
virtually
screen.
is actually.
Asta and I don't have one right now, so we'll have to fight it out. Hey, you're not too bad.
Not so difficult, huh?
Yeah, keep it up.
That's it. Just continue fighting like that.
Other. Oh, wait. I have to push down on the left stick for the item menu? That is an obnoxious shortcut.
So that's it, huh?
Oh, right. That's how he opens treasure chests.
All right, we found it. I'll teach you about using skills to attack. We got him.
Bravely Default has more than one battle theme.
Regular and combo attacks are just simply normal attacks. Skills enable you to do much more damage to your enemies. Okay, what you see here is the skill trigger menu. Do you see the 4 panels? You can press the button that corresponds to each panel to execute the different arts.
Now try it out by using the arts. Gale Blade.
All right.
The skill trigger is not just a shortcut.
It can also be used to stop enemy attacks, or it can be used to interrupt one of your own.
Aren't you forgetting something important, EO10? There is an even more important use for the skill trigger.
Of course I haven't forgotten. You're talking about Rengeki, right?
Oh, use the skill attack. He's surrounded by blue. Purple.
blade!
There you go.
Very well. Shall we let him play as he wishes?
That's a good idea. All right, Haseo, it's all up to you now.
Trigger gauge will appear above the player's head when the skill trigger is used. Oh, okay, it's a cooldown.
Not bad. We got him.
Man, I want to take advantage of that wall bounce real bad. Okay, Galeblade.
Well, that's that.
It's a bull rush coupled with a surprise attack. Hey, I have all three pieces of the Triforce.
Yeah, awesome job. All right, let's finish off by heading for the Beast Temple.
Okay, now use the map to check your position, just like we taught you.
That good old PS2 draw distance. That's kind of neat. Sounds like something Okami would do.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law. We just call it the Beast statue. But I think in the game story, it's supposed to be an important god or something.
But no one pays attention to
See
the
that
story.
treasure box? That's the offering to the Beast statue.
We gonna steal
There's
it.
a rare item inside of that you can only get in this area.
Go ahead and open it, Haseo.
You sure?
Go ahead. You're still a noob. You need all the help you can get.
Thanks. What the?
The items in the treasure chest are your rewards.
Yes, and our reward is you.
I love taking out these pathetic noobs. It's really quite fun.
Who would actually get fun for doing like something like this?
Isn't qualified to play this game.
Hey, hold on. I thought you said I could kill this one. Don't you remember? After all, this is my reward! Nice try, dear.
Game over. Uninstalled.
Well, what do you expect from a noob who's just logged in for the first time?
Come on, say something already.
Hello?
I swear. Just pretend to be their friend. They fall all over themselves to let you PK them. Hey, you're still around, aren't you, kid? Huh? What the?
How do they fall down there? Invisible walls and such? I mean, I don't expect them to have done that for the loot, but I imagine they just get off to beating up noobs, but at the same time, that doesn't seem like something that would be... I like that typo made that even more ironic. Wake that slug a bit up.
Welcome to the world.
Wow, 8-month time skip, huh?
Please help me!
What an idiot.
Do those actual voice flaps? Or not voice flaps, lip flaps? Though I guess this is a special cutscene.
The terror of death!
It's a sale! The PKK!
What?
No. Loaf. Forgot I had that notification still on. Aaron Fitzgerald. Jameson Price. Because PKK is kind of a nonsensical concept, especially since well, at least in the games I know, PKing isn't really as much of a problem as it's presented in this game. This is supposed to be a cool cutscene, and I'm just looking at all the voice actor names.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be that strong. I guess this means that the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. Here, let me apologize.
It is a pretty
Calm down.
high-profile cast as far as English voice actors go.
Do you know Tri-Edge?
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come
Yearbook
back to
of
the
English
game.
VAs. Yeah, that's.
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe that crap. Those old forum fairy tales. So, you think you can go up against me, the great Bordeaux, and just walk away like nothing happened?
I actually recognize her name. I think she might come back. Your not so secret crush on Sam Riegel. Yeah, Haseo is not actually supposed to be a self-insert as far as I'm aware. He's got his own character and backstory. His own motivations and so on.
So it's you, the character that stinks of death. The terror of death. You're the PKK, Haseo. Players who kill other players are disgraceful. And I agree it's terrible how PKs can just strut around the world so easily these days. But is it right that you PKKs have chosen to use brute force to stop them?
I don't have time for this. Not now.
You have no authority, and it earns you nothing. So why? I am the leader of Moon Tree's Unit 2. My friends call me Sakaki, and I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
Did you say Moon Tree? What's that? The name of a guild? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Shino.
Atali, do you know this person?
No?
Atali.
It's not unusual to meet players with similar characters in an online game like this. Just a case of mistaken identity.
Hey, you. Why don't you just... Huh?
Oh yeah, like those two that were bullying Seo at his start in the background behind him.
Waiting at Arcade Keln. But who sent it? Ovan.
Just hold on a moment.
You
Why
hold
don't
on.
you stop acting like a complete fool? Remember what you PKKs are trying to do. If you succeed, you'll be no different from the PKs themselves.
Well, we playing Final Fantasy X now. Expecting the Hymn of Faith to come on at any moment.
Ovan!
Is it getting hot in here, or is it just you?
It's been a long time, Haseo. Or maybe I should call you the Terror of Death. You've gotten quite strong. A lot stronger than you were back then.
Well, I was forced to become stronger. Thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always the reliable one. I knew I could count on you.
When the Twilight
At finals
Brigade
in
broke
real
up,
life.
Why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I was busy. It was such a small seed. I needed
Gardening.
to find out what was growing inside. And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
When you suddenly disappeared, we all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Haseo, do you want to know about Tri-Edge?
Wait, you know Tri-Edge?
6 months now, and Shino hasn't come back to the world since Tri-Edge killed her. Meanwhile, the real-life Shino is lying in a coma, and no one seems to know the reason why. Tri-Edge, he is not a normal PK.
So you knew about Shino?
Yes, but that's all that I know. But if you
Tri-Edge
were
or
to find
Death Gun?
Tri-Edge, you might learn something about Shino's coma.
Right.
You may also learn more about what really happened that day. And if you were somehow able to defeat Tri-Edge,
Then maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
if my information is correct, he will be back today, at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
Holy Grand's Cathedral. Yes, finally. I'll get my chance. I
Or
swear I'll
people
bring
would make
Shino back.
Adelie or Shino
I'll
and
do it,
Catfish.
Ovan.
Yes. You and I. We're the only ones who could possibly bring her back.
We're the only ones. Ovan?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do. He will be back today.
I either don't know or don't remember who Alcade is. The name sounds familiar, but I'm not placing it.
He's coming here.
The tail thing was already behind you. Why'd you have to throw it back?
They say there used to be a statue of a girl here.
Was there? Gosh, I don't remember.
That's right. She was called Aura.
I remember Aura,
Why'd she disappear?
Who knows?
but I don't.
Maybe she just lost her interest. Lost hope for this world.
Man, my dot hack lore is real rusty.
What's that sound?
Isn't this kind of similar to the setup of Symphonia 2, Dawn of the New World? Former hero suddenly cast into infamy for atrocities. I mean, I don't generally make any attempt to defend it, but I did enjoy Symphonia 2, even unlike a lot of people.
Damn. What the hell? What the hell are you?
Get data drained. Yeah, we talked about that already.
It's not over yet!
You have no idea how much I rated for that weapon. No, evil data drain. I remember back in the day, visually, data drain was like one of the coolest things ever. Oh, so this is the what is it called? The spilled marble, spilled bag trope. The explanation for why a strong character suddenly is made weak at the start of a story. Honestly, there are far worse ways of doing it.
Huh? What the? I was fighting Tri-Edge, but then...
You're getting your ass beat by Tri-Edge.
Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that. Reformatted? What's going on? What about my emails?
Reformatting also shouldn't affect any of your MMO data. That's stored on a different server. Right? I'd actually be really interested in seeing what they could do with a new .hack game. taken the trends of the current MMO landscape and the social network landscape and see how that would change the dynamics of the game. Oh, 2016, 2017. It was, what, 10 years in the advance of what this when this game originally came out. What was I actually supposed to do here? Oh, there we go. I didn't go in far enough.
What the hell? I would never delete these.
That's what we all say before the first beer.
They're all gone? Even the emails I got from Shino.
Desperately refresh.
Everything's been reformatted. What the hell is going on?
Guess you should have saved your mail to a server.
An email? Fine, let's take a look. Ovan?
Oven thinks he's hot stuff.
Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world. And then, I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what!
Actually, was Ovan added to... He sent me messages, but... The interface moves interestingly, but the color choices and overall format is atrocious from a graphic design perspective. Look at all this gray. I guess if it was reformatted, a user would customize it from here, I guess. Free streaming, online, Jack. You know what's funny is this, the graphic, as just speaking of graphic design, typography stuff, this looks like a Persona 5 thing. Okay, so this is R2, the second version. Fate must die, person, and Kuru Kuru Michi. Oh, there was a fire. That was what shut it down. Oh yeah, CyberConnect is the company that made the world in the game and in outside the game, and yeah, yep, they've always blamed themselves for this. New space station. Nation unified on citizen numbering system. Games to blame for juvenile delinquency. How apropos. Advanced supersonic travel. It's a movie? Can I actually play it?
The
Wow.
supersonic passenger jet, ASST, which can attain speeds of over Mach 3, has been officially commissioned. As a result, the amount of time it takes to fly from Tokyo to New York has been shortened from 14 hours to just 4 hours.
I know it was only 16 seconds, but I'm impressed that they actually made that and made it playable and voice acted it. Outdoor introverts. Is it still just talking about the fire? Look at that nostalgic login screen. Ubiquitous families? That TV is just a giant switch. The contents of our refrigerator visible through our internet connection. That doesn't sound... That sounds like totally fiction and not something that we currently have. We got refrigerators with interfaces that I've seen homebrewed to play mobile games. You probably don't even have to hack those in order to play Doom on them. This is arts. Micro monocle display. For only, was that $500? I think the game expects me to just go to the world, but I'm poking around. The news started today. Look at this forum format as well. Entire world reformatted. The archive might have been a local saved history rather than the archive of all the news. Please don't flame or troll. Seems about right. Their forum emulate. They're not emulation. They're realistic forum creation is on point. Well, I got some keywords. Epitaph of Twilight. Keyword. We need a lore expert in here. Source, please. I vaguely remember that. The poem and the poem writer are... The poem writer's dead. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I missed the previous version. Yeah, sounds about right. Is Crimson Versus a fighting game? Can I play that? Your servers suck. Do I have to unlock these? I can at least change my color. Not seeing anything much. These actual settings. Can't tell if these are actual game settings or just for the UI here. Yeah, I've just wasted a lot of time here instead of actually accomplishing anything. Alright, those got to actually playing. Then again, I suppose I haven't saved since the tutorial, so maybe I should do that. Did you play the first games at all? The first quartet? Or at least like a game system. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of like that too. They are probably badly showing their age at this point. But
what's going on?
yeah,
Why
I'm
is my
real
equipment
glad I got my copies as they came out, roughly.
What the? I'm back at level 1?
How embarrassing.
What about my items? My member list? My equipment?
At least I'm still awake, and not in a coma, though.
Gone. Ovan, my whole character has been completely reformatted.
Hey, did you see that guy just now?
With the really weird arm?
Totally.
Arm? Ovan? He would know something about this.
My shrine maiden is a fine maiden. What is with these this random chatter? I mean, it's like area chat all over again.
Hey, do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
I like that everyone runs around as awkwardly as I do. They should have like a chat window in the bottom corner for that kind of stuff, just to add immersion. John, what are you posting in my chat?
Oh my god, that player looked really hot!
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like that?
Where'd he go?
Well, his name is Oven.
I think he went down that alley.
Why did he go down an alley? Why are there no mounts? Well, there are, what do they call it? Grundies? But no one's riding them.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
Those
there's...
player killers.
It's not much of a challenge when they're so pathetically weak. Yeah.
Oh, that was actually just a day or so ago. Or maybe like a few hours ago.
That rogue that we fought the last time? He really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Is this Mary
Yes,
McLean?
ma'am.
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them?
Because you're level 1 now.
You're kidding! What the hell's going on?
Ah!
Gaspard, are you okay?
Huh? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey! Are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh. Hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
No, you're not. Not anymore.
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer. I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was
I got it. It's Teddy and Teddy.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg from Dalmasca.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
Member addresses are
Can I not say no?
System.
Oh
just
man,
for communicating
it's just
with your
my
friends
luck
in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch of
inviting someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status.
I even lost sight of Ovan. Anyway, right now, I've got to level back up to become the terror of death. Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
AKA, please carry me.
Invite us into your party, and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
Remember, yeah, we go out to the field and just get PK'd all over again. I remember playing Terra for the first time on my old MacBook in boot camp, and I would actually avoid using the warp points in Velica to move around the city because the load times to get from one to the next would actually take longer than to just walk there.
This is the Chaos Gate. If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then, a good area for a noob is...
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom. That should be a good place to start.
Good thing the PS4 is more powerful than my old laptop. At least in some senses. Oh yeah, the Ohms shells. Is that a Nausicaa reference?
Attention! Bringing one noob to the dungeon! Repeat, bringing one noob to the dungeon!
I told you that I'm not a noob.
I know. You're really the terror of death, right?
I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do Terror of Death, you know? Player killers are going to come after you. It'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
I explained everything
so
off
really the
screen.
PKK Haseo, the terror of death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
No way! I've never heard of a bug quite like that. Wow!
I'm not lying.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't say
still.
that he was.
Gaspard, That's what he's role-playing.
Oh, now I get it.
Wow.
That's a really complicated character background.
It's not role-playing.
Don't be embarrassed. We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
Man, this guy's really into it.
The enemy has been spotted.
Way to announce us our presence to them.
Start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
But how could you know? You're just a noob.
No, I'm not.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay?
Okay, tough guys, bring it on! That was nothing.
Yes! Way to go, Haseo!
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
I just can't believe that you're a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Now Gaspard's just trolling.
Let's move on.
Will you two just listen to me?
No. Should always keep at least 30 in stock. That is not what I... Okay. Oh, okay, you just run into them. You don't have to actually hit anything.
First strike!
Can I change targets? I can actually capitalize on that wall bounce. Okay. For being supposedly vaunted
I'm getting nervous.
support players, they aren't particularly high level themselves.
Well, that's that, I guess.
I suppose more relevantly, I don't know why Gaspard has any right to call me a noob when he's level 3 himself.
I'll try my best.
Oh yeah, SP. Maybe.
Let's do our best.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Oh, my teammates will also help kick those. Alright. There's a first-person mode. Back in the PS2 era, after all, huh? I just realized I hadn't played around with the triggers.
There's another enemy!
Well, now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about...
Okay, then let's go and fight them!
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it!
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right.
Zach?
This is bad.
I guess we won!
Didn't even see an opportunity to use it on that first goblin.
Hey, your Rengeki was pretty good.
Duh.
Wow! Way to go, Haseo! Nice! I was so bad when I was a noob. Good job!
I told you. I'm not a...
Yeah, no one would think you're a noob with your skills.
Hey, come on! Let's keep going!
Are you even hearing anything I'm saying to you?
Maybe I don't remember who said it earlier, but maybe it is an alt.
Let's go to the Beast Temple and get the item.
Thank you.
Do you know about Awakening?
No, I don't.
See? I knew that you were a noob.
Really? They should be on Fates already. Actually, did Shadow of Valentia come out by, yeah, well, that was almost 2 years ago?
Okay.
A year ago?
Yeah. So, what is this awakening thing you were talking about?
At least a year ago.
Well, it's a special attack that you can do together with your party members. Do you want to give it a shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, I haven't agreed.
All right then.
We're already in a
let's go and
party.
counter some enemies.
Like the ones right over there.
I'll try my best.
Awakening is a state when a special kind of power has been activated. You can use it when the morale gauge on the top right of the screen is full.
This is it!
Okay, I'll do what I can! Alright! Roof Cruise! You just got one step closer to me.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper.
So basically, what you're saying is that the morale, the awakening mode improves the quality of the AI? Well, that's what those are for.
Don't cry later!
Spacing was off there.
Let's keep it up!
Don't cry later! Gale Blade!
Roof Cruise!
Shadow Flash!
We did it!
The time limit, huh? Button prompts, but I'm not sure what the range of the buttons are.
Let's get going!
If it's going to include D-pad inputs or whatnot.
We did it! Let's get him!
Gale Blade!
Got all three of them with that.
Well, that's that, I guess. Hey, do you guys know anything about Tri-Edge?
Tri-Edge? No, what's that? Some kind of event monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
That's fair. They are less than level 10. Assuming they're not alts. Gonna need to kick some more chims. Oh. Is it really dark here all of a sudden? Okay, there, that's better.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the Beast statue.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
Time to get PK'd all over again.
Hey, little Haseo. Been a while, huh?
They're from Kestrel.
Huh? What? Hey, who are these guys?
Famous player killers.
What the? Not now.
Well, well. Looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize that you were really the terror of death.
What? He's real?
You're really the terror of death?
That's what I've been telling you.
How amazing. I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. I tell you, it has to be destiny.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break. Someone sent me an anonymous email.
For a second there, it looked like she's got a spider on her shoulder.
What should we play? Well, for starters, how
Suddenly
about I
lip
love
flaps.
you to death?
Actually, those are spiders, aren't they?
I don't really know what's going on.
Spider-styled shoulder pieces.
No violence.
Gaspar.
Dead.
He got in my way.
Oh, hell. What is this? Just what the hell is going on here? What's happening?
It's not what I would subtitle as ...
Are you scared? Man, I just love that expression, you know what I mean? God, there is nothing like PK.
Wait a minute.
PK fire.
Something is starting to... It's growing.
Now is not the time for that, Haseo.
You guys look like you're having fun.
Brawler?
Who the hell are you? You want to be killed too?
Are you sure you want to do that?
How many fetishes in one?
The guild that you PKers hate the most might be heading this way as we speak.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch!
Maybe I did.
Hey! What are we gonna do?
Fighting them now is only gonna bring more problems. You! I won't forget this.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
You're Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you were.
What are you, a groupie?
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any interest in old hags.
What? Old hag?
Only an old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly child.
Damn brat. I'll have you know that I'm...
You're...
She sounds a little like Azula's voice actress.
As you wish.
Let me just give you one warning. Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
How do you know?
Have you ever had the feeling like there was something strange growing inside your character?
Just moments ago.
As if it is trying to get out. Well, anyway. I'll see you again.
Meanwhile, Gaspard is just still dead.
Phew! Oh man, that was pretty scary.
Or not.
Wow. Okay, so I didn't really get all of that, but basically, your character has some really messed up data, right?
What? Really? Well then you should go and tell CC Corporation all about it, and have them recreate your character for you.
It's not normal to go from level 133 to level 1 so
You
suddenly.
don't say.
Yeah, I know.
It's not normal for
You're
it to
right.
happen casually
It's
either.
definitely not normal, but I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
Enemy?
If that dangerous power, or whatever she was talking about, can help, then I've got no choice but to keep using this character.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well, anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moon Tree Guild?
That was just a bluff.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually called them.
A bluff, huh? She's quite the strategist. What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Yeah, good point. Let's hurry back to town.
Successful surprise attacks. Yeah, I see what you mean by that enemy detection range, though it did seem to help when I walked instead of ran, or slow ran. It gave me a word for my completion.
Hey. Why don't you have Moontree protect you?
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
And part of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
Moontree, huh?
Not like I didn't just sass them a little while ago.
You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it. I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths.
She's standing right behind me, isn't she?
Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
Haseo.
What's wrong?
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough.
What? You got a problem?
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect
I just stepped on a landmine, didn't I? You practically tap danced on the thing.
saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve together with everyone else. We are not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
You...
Please, take this.
Punch him. Oh, okay.
Huh?
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't
Really
I
think
get a say in
having
this?
the option to decline those would be a
So,
pretty
how did you
important
even
design
recognize me
feature.
anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
You look exactly like you used to before, but with less edge, literally.
It's true that I didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh, Sakaki's calling me, so I have to get going now. But I'll tell you a lot more about Moontree next time.
Is that Colette's voice actress? Unfortunately, I hope that's not how she's going to sound for the entirety of the game, because she actually sounds like she's yelling all over lines.
Moontree? That's great! If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Just have to increase my number of belts, and then that'll surely raise my power level.
We're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
Heather Watson?
See ya.
Oh, Heather Hogan. She uses a different last name in Heroes.
God, I'm so beat. What was that about?
I mean, she was supposed to be yelling for some of that, but
What about that woman?
I hope not all of some of the later ones. She, I guess, might have still been frustrated a bit, but they did still sound like she was yelling. Step away from the mic for a second. Okay, I'm back. Is that a Deja Vu? Is that the name of the shop? Or is that like a chapter thing? What do you actually have? What do I have? I have no money at all. I think I'm supposed to log out. I mean, I know important mail are a thing, but usually you get to set that yourself. Hope those are NPCs. They probably aren't, but that makes less sense for a MMO. This is the fourth time I've been targeted by PKers. I'm just glad I didn't actually die this time. Rolling on the floor laughing. Ha ha. Oh, I can actually respond to this one. I can give him a straight answer. I can just continue being a jerk. I wonder how many times I've been PK. You were level 3 when we started. I actually like and agree with this one. The other two, I go with that one. I like it a bit better personally, and it's not too far out of Haseo's personality. Same thing with that one. Though it is still a little odd to get emails from someone you were just talking to minutes ago. Loves small birds. Nice to meet you. I haven't changed my default greeting before. His default greeting calls me out by name. I'm not making fun of her, I'm just stating the truth. What else is new? Is this all still the same stuff? What is this section? Doll syndrome. Elementary school students. Is this Persona 3?
This is Salvador Aihara's Online Jam.
I do. Like, the opening to the first Liminality DVD was actually one of my favorite songs for a while.
Okay, get ready, all you netizens out there. Today's Jack target is Doll Syndrome. Have you heard of it? It's the mystery illness that's spreading like wildfire among grade schoolers. It causes verbal and mental defects that leave victims non-responsive. That's right, this disease turns children into lifeless dolls. Oh no! But we'll fight back. To combat this earth-shattering crisis, we
Varric?
started an investigation. I, Salvador Aihara, will save the world! It's called Doll Syndrome, a truly mysterious illness. Some scientists
Actually,
tell
it's
us
the
the
announcer
cause is
guy.
endocrine-disrupting chemicals. But what I want to showcase here is this book. Internet games are turning our kids into dolls. A warning about Doll Syndrome.
There's already a book out on the topic.
Ichiro Sugai, a professor from Takayama University, wrote the book and lives here. According to his book, Doll Syndrome's root cause is none other than online games. Online games, famous games such as the World, perhaps. I love
And
them
now
too,
we're going to
but he
trespass
says
to
that
find
online
answers.
games and their more than 12 million participants all living out their virtual dreams are the cause. You'll remember that several years ago, the World game was found to be responsible for players being put into a coma. Could it be that it's also causing the dreaded doll syndrome? Are these online games nothing but a blight upon our society? If the professor feels that way, then let's see what he has to say. Let us begin the interview.
When asked, he had this to say: "Who are you, and how did you get in here?"
Do you know how late it is?
Hey there,
Pretty
I'm
much.
the host of Online Jack, Salvador Aihara. I have a few questions about your book. Online games are turning our kids into dolls. A warning about doll syndrome. Can you believe
That
this
is the
guy?
correct response.
Open up, Professor Sugai. We want to talk to you.
You've just come to make fun of my book, haven't you? Get away from here!
If you don't explain yourself on camera, sir, you'll make yourself look even more suspicious.
I don't have to explain myself. All I did was publish the results of my own independent research.
How you say independent research, but isn't it true that your sources themselves are questionable?
Not as questionable as you.
Well, then prove to us that your sources are credible. If you do,
Look at all this animation they didn't have to do.
No! Give me a break. Who would believe you? And another thing, I'm an associate professor.
Okay. Well, we were turned down by Associate Professor Sugai, but to follow our own independent research, we went undercover into the very elementary school that Sugai was investigating. This is the elementary school where Associate Professor Sugai was conducting his study on doll syndrome. Is a killer disease stalking the children of this ordinary elementary school? Let's take a look.
Smells like elementary school, kids.
There's no need to fear. Salvador Aihara is here.
Who are you? We're in the middle of class.
Oh, what is
Undercover.
this loveliness that graces our presence? Hello, Senorita. You and I can save the world together. Viva Salvador!
Out of here, you creep!
Here we are in the teacher's lounge. I haven't been to one of these since the days when I used to peep under girls' skirts.
If you want to film in here, you need to get permission first.
But the whole purpose of the show is it's undercover.
You
You're not doing a very good job.
You're so beautiful when you're angry.
Stop this. What are you investigating?
Doll syndrome. Miss Michiru Tajima, teacher of 4th grade class 1.
Probably didn't agree to be on this show. Wonder how many violations that was. It doesn't look like there's anything actually new. Once again, I've distracted myself from what I was actually supposed to do next. What time is it? It's 1:45. Alright. Is this the same place as... yeah, I think so. Medic Union? This is relevant information. I did check my emails already, so I guess I can go back in. It's interesting that they streamlined this. If I recall from the first games, they had definitely had fire, water. I think there was lightning and wood as an element as well. As well as like earth. I don't know if earth was stone or if it was actually just earth. And there was a whole system behind their spell names that was actually consistent between elements and spell behaviors, and I thought that was kind of neat. What is... Oh, okay. Okay. So when it says they cancel each other out, does that mean like water is strong against water in that sense? So that runs away. So probably... Oh, no keywords like I thought. Alright, thanks for coming by. Take care. Thinking of... should probably... just play along the story until the next major save point, and then I'll call it a night. Whenever that happens to be. Sounds good. Oh, right, it's the syllabus and Gaspard quest. Oops, not log out. And if you can set yourself as busy, huh? Did I go past the quest shop? No, I think that's a teleportal. Alright, over there. Which actually I can teleport to. Okay. Is this supposed to be a globe on his head? Is this supposed to be an NPC, I guess? Like, in-game. Within the world itself, is this actually supposed to be an NPC?
It's pretty difficult to kick the king.
King Chim Chim? Isn't that the huge one?
What is he doing on his own? How far does he go? I mean, Gaspard isn't around at all. Choose my whole reason for living. Oh, I'm surprised he's still drawing, actually. There he goes. He's just standing there. AFK, maybe? I mean, I suppose there's no reason that they would follow me around in town as well, but... I didn't need to actually run this, but I'm already most of the way there. It says there is no mission, but we're very clearly here on a mission.
I guess we should start looking for places where King Chim Chim could be hiding.
For Gaspard's belly looked transparent for a second there.
King Chim Chim attacks by jumping on you, so watch out.
I wonder where he is.
At the end of the dungeon, maybe? The Japanese style is kind of neat. And then suddenly, steampunkish. They don't react to that, huh?
Here goes!
Nope, they were in a defensive position there. I was not sneaking up on them. Ow. Almost didn't react to that.
That was nothing.
Can I actually play as one of the other characters, or am I stuck with Haseo? I've got customize and... Oh, okay, I can add stuff too. I've got a bayonet but no gun. Alright, I'm gonna need to find more chimps before the next door, and I found the next door, and okay, there's the chimps. Oh. not get the other ones. I guess I have to time it a little closer.
Let's do our best. Let's keep it up.
So if we liken the Rengeki to Fatal Strikes in Vesperia, they're skills that lower my damage output in order to get let the enemy live long enough for the Rengeki to build up. But then again, since they're not Fatal Strikes, then I can't. It's going to be harder to kill if that were a thing. Alright. Where I came from? That's where I came from. That looks like a thing.
What's that? It's a Nue. Haseo, it's a Nue. We've got to kick it.
Huh? Haseo, King Chim Chim will show up if you kick the Nue.
What? So, we just need to kick it.
So I kind of thought that kicking things was just Haseo's quirky way of interacting with the world, but apparently that's an actual mechanic. A lucky animal. That's not weirdly masochistic at all.
About time. Let's get it over with. Hand that over.
Gonna kick the crown off him. Can do this all day.
I knew you could do it.
Phew! I thought we were gonna turn into pancakes.
Pancakes.
We need to go to the quest shop.
Oh, nice of them to quick travel me back. Wow, the professor lives in the mercenary district? Text of wisdom. Alright, well, I guess that might be it for tonight. So that seems to be all. Kicked and kicked. I can invite Adelie. Why is Adelie only level 3? I did always like their class names. They were a little more interesting than the standards. Hey, Haseo is just not good at parties. In more ways than one. Anyway. See what this email has to say, and then call it a night, I guess. Black Rose. Go from start from the bottom top. Gym kickers. If you're not sure why you received this email, or click here to unsubscribe. I don't remember insisting that, but alright, it's a date. Things have been going terrible with my real life as usual, rolling on the floor laughing. They were decent on the forums, but I have a feeling that the writers didn't actually know how to use that that abbreviation properly. I mean, that could also be an abbreviation for really over this effing life. So this is a wrong sender. Wow, the sender's already 30. Still able to become a translator. I wonder if this is actually a reference to something else in the .hack universe that happened, because some of this sounds familiar for some reason. I just can't quite pin down what it is. .hackers. Sorry, I'll stop talking about her once I get started. The complaints will never stop, rolling on the floor laughing or really over this effing life. He has nothing to say about... Haseo has nothing to say about that one, huh? Oh, this is definitely reference to the original not just Black Rose, but Kazu, I believe, was Kite's player's name? Or maybe? In the canon, at least. But yeah, Orca got banned. Did that happen? I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Orca was the one of the blade masters that his character was bare chested, but half of him was painted blue, right? If I'm remembering that correctly. Body paint kind of deal. That was the game and not the anime, right? Not .hex sign. Actually, was this... I know there was a Black Rose-like character in both the original games and in .hex sign, and one of them was Black Rose and one of them was, what, Mimiru? I can never remember which is which. I'm pretty sure Black Rose was the actual game version, and I think Mimiru was probably the anime version. Huh. And Seo has nothing to say about either of those. Yeah, I mean, I know they weren't the same person, but it was the same character design. A heavy blade character. Alright. So, that's gonna be it for tonight. Tentatively say I'll pick up and play more next week. Same time as usual. But yeah, I like that it's kind of got the. It's getting me a little nostalgic. Remember, has a similar feel as the original games, but some of the things obviously a bit more finessed. I like the skill trigger thing, making skills a lot more fluid to use. So I remember from the original Quartet that if you wanted to use skills, you had to open the skills menu, pick out the skill you wanted to use, and then hit X, and then the Kite would do it. And it was pretty immersion breaking. Some of the skills had some really cool animations, but at the same time it stopped all the action, and then you had to go through your menus and you needed to pick something. And I think they might have at the first tried to intentionally do that to make it feel more game-like, but at the same time there's no way any MMO would actually be able to run that way. Not with the time stop. I guess you could still do it with the active menus, but it would be really clunky. Anyway, looking forward to experiencing this finally. It has been a while. Maybe I will at some point go back and kind of refresh my memory on some other stuff. Maybe I'll watch the anime or something over the course of the week or so. No promises, but might be fun. Anyway. Alright, well, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. was not the right button. There we go.